how MGTOW will transform society. In this video, I am going to make some predictions within the next 10 years of how MGTOW, men going their own way, is going to transform society for the better. So this is just a fun little prediction, but thinking ahead, I see it happening. I think it will happen. And anyone watching this video, I want to hear what your prediction will be within like the next 10 years. How will MGTOW, like what do you think? How do you see society being transformed one way or the other because of MGTOW? And just as a really quick recap, I was wrong already about MGTOW before. I did a lot more look into MGTOW, and I am a sucker for logic. So I really do believe that MGTOW is the way. It is the solution. How will MGTOW transform society? In my opinion, I mean, just for fun, let's see. So here's what I see. I see it's 2019 right now, and I see for the next 2 years, I see it getting worse. I see it getting worse. And what I mean by worse is like feminism and, like the Gillette ads and all that crap, like just bashing on men. And really, I see the next like 2 years getting worse and worse and worse before it gets better. So I see the next 2 years going even like more combatant with the whole like feminist craziness and all that before we start to see some type of real like big, and I know we're already seeing a huge, like MGTOW is getting big, but I see like main society, the next 2 years, I think it's going to get worse. Then I think I think we are going to be witnesses to the absolute worst we have seen. Like we're going to be witnesses to the absolute floor. We are going to see rock bottom of relationships. We are going to see for the next 2 years, right? It's going to be more of almost like a gender war. There's going to be a lot more sides taken. A lot more people will have opinions. Because like I said, just a few months ago, I didn't even know what MGTOW, men going their own way, was. And so I think the next 2 years, boom, it's going to get worse, worse, worse. And then there's going to be even more of a mass awakening. So I think in about year 3 or 4, so about 2021 or so, we are going to see this more of like a mass awakening. So we are going to see on the mainstream media, we're going to see a lot more people talking about the declining birth rates. We're going to see declining marriage rates. They're already declining and all that, but we're going to see more awareness. We're going to hear more stuff about how crappy family court is towards men. We're going to, more of society, more of our blue-pilled brothers out there will see it for what it is. It took me, I didn't know what it was like until a few months ago. I've already told you guys, I have no problem admitting that. I was blind to the court system and all that crap. So I think about 2021, we're going to see more of a mass awakening. More people are going to wake up to this. And at that point, that's when we're going to see this uptick for the better. And what I mean by that is that, so the next 2 years are going to get worse and worse and worse. Then year 3 and 4, we're going to see like more and more mass awareness. We're going to hear about all the statistics and all that, and people are going to be like, "Oh crap!" Because like right now, you guys probably know if you try to talk to most people about MGTOW, men going their own way, unless they've been burned before, most people don't get it. But I think that more of society will get it in 2 years' time. Then, this is what's going to be fun. From year 4 to 10, here's some predictions. I think in years 4 to 10, we're going to see stuff like, we're going to see, how bars, like going out to clubs and stuff like that, there's a lot of like ladies' nights, and a lot of bars charge a cover charge for men, but women get in free. I think in the next 4 to 10 years, we are going to see a big shift where there are going to be clubs where men get in free and women pay a cover charge, because women are going to want the relationship. We all know that long term that's what women want. And right now what they want to do is they want to go around with the alphas and just kind of sleep around and jump around. And then they want to settle down with what we hear is like the beta. So women are going to get desperate for this, because remember, once that mass awareness hits, women are going to start to go, oh, whoa, they're going to freak out. They're going to go insane. Okay. So 4 to 10 years, we're going to see stuff like clubs that have cover charges for women and men get in free. I already saw some like studies where they're like speed dating things where the number of women that showed up and men, like they had to cancel them because there weren't enough men that would show up. Because again, more and more men are waking up to this. So that's going to be fun. You're going to be more, just as a man, you're going to be more of a prize in that sense. And just as a side note, when you're a man going your own way already, the philosophy of that, and you guys know what I'm talking about, by association, not even wanting women. See, like, I still teach men how to date and attract women, but without like validating, without losing your frame and all that. But you guys know, if you're a man going your own way, you already know and you've seen firsthand that is the mindset. Like when you understand your value and you're like, no, I'm going my own way. I'm going to focus on me. I'm not dealing with women. More guys are waking up to this. And it's funny, that in itself is a very attractive mindset. So already some guys that do that MGTOW, they like, it's funny. They're like, since I decided to go MGTOW seriously, I get more attention from women now than I did before. And it's going to be even a huge, crazier shift, because that mass awareness of people, women are going to go, when they're going to spot you, and then they're going to go, wow, that guy really is like, he knows his value. I really want him now. And oh man, it's going to be crazy. All right, so the next 4 to 10 years, we're going to see a lot more of that stuff. Dating stuff is going to be focused on trying to, I think we're going to see, there's going to be there is going to be, remember, this is all just a prediction. I think there are going to be niches. There are going to be markets where men like me, where I would be, since I teach guys how to date and all that, I've done this for so long, and I could charm women if I wanted to. Guys like me, the alphas, guys like the alphas watching this, and even betas if you're watching this, just the classic term alpha versus beta, I think there will be a market for both of those. I think that guys that are good with women, there will be like women that have money and they don't have the rest, like they chose their career and now they want like a guy to charm them and really, flirt with them. I think we're going to see women will hire men to just like come flirt with them, because that's what they're going to want, that attention. I think a guy like me and a lot of other guys you see that know how, like they teach texting or dating advice, there's going to be a market for guys to just like be hired to go flirt with women and charm them. I think that will be a big thing. I also think on the flip side, there could potentially be women that are like, most guys are going to go MGTOW, and that MGTOW mindset is almost an alpha mindset in its own. I know some people have, all these different labels of what alpha is and all that, but it's like a decisive, confident, cool mindset. So I think there will be beta guys, I think that they will have a market in some senses where women will also want to like hire some guys to just sit there and listen to their problems. And sit there and like maybe even be dominated by them. There might be a market for beta men to just sit there and be conversationalists or something. So there'll be like the alpha charmers, like they want to be charmed and flirted with. There'll be beta guys that might have like a market, like they'll be able to cuddle with them or something. And that's what I don't know, guys. I'm just getting just having fun with this. So again, tell me right now, if you have some crazy prediction of what you think. Whatever timeline you want to choose. I'm doing like 0 to 10 years right now. But I think there'll be some interesting markets in that sense. I think, right now we're in a phase where there's a lot of, what do you call it? Like, sugar babies, where women just want to like look good and all that. And they want a guy like a sugar daddy. They get like the old man that just has money and she's just arm candy or whatever. I think we're going to see a big reverse in that. We're going to have all these career women and guys are walking away, and then so women are going to get more focused on their career, and then all of a sudden they're going to have this money and all this stuff, and they're going to not have anyone to be with them. I think we're going to see a flip. We're going to see men that I want to be like stay at home, like, all right, hey, I'm a cool guy. Then you go out, you provide and all that. And if you want, I think we're going to see sugar babies opposite. We're going to see a lot of older women that want to marry younger men. And so they're going to be the ones with providing all the resources. So the right now, the backwards court laws and all that, we could see a reversal in that because more men will take advantage of leaving women that have a lot higher paying jobs, and then women will be forced to eat the alimony. And then so the real big thing with this, guys, is laws being changed. I don't see that at all happening in 10 years because it's not even up to us men. We can't do anything like that because women will say it's the patriarchy. They're trying to take away our right to vote and all this stuff. So it will have to be from women. And maybe it will take a lot more women coming in with the resources because guys are just going to be like, whatever, why am I going to work hard? I don't need to provide for a woman. We're going to see more women coming in with more money and then getting screwed in the courts. And then maybe then we'll wake up to more women will push for changing the laws because they'll see how unfair it is when they're the providers and get screwed. All right, here's my last prediction for this. And this one is, actually, no, I'll do two more. And the last one is the one that I'm most excited for all of our men out there. All right, so right now with online dating, right, a lot of guys don't like online dating apps because women have all these options and men have to like dance around like a monkey, it seems, to get their attention. So if you were to look right now at my texting and my online dating on my channel, and my entire philosophy, because I know my own value, is women have to chase me if they want my attention. Right now, all of this stuff, like a lot of guys think that looks weird when women are firing off 4, 5, 6 texts to me trying to get my attention, wanting to hang out. I think that right there, like right now it's kind of weird to see. I think that's going to be the norm. I think men on online dating sites, just kind of like how the cover charge for like bars and stuff, I think a lot more men, you won't have to like know all this stuff and have all this game. I think women will be so desperate, they will be flooding men's inboxes on online dating sites. So right now, if online dating sucks for you, if you maybe in the next 10 years, you won't even have to do anything different and women will be chasing after you. That will be fun. But then, okay, here's my last prediction here. Last prediction. This is already gone. Is this gone too long? Oh, it's not too bad. All right, so here's my last prediction. This one I'm super excited for. Now, again, I've talked about this before. I don't have no desire for marriage. If the laws change, maybe someday, who knows? But right now I have no care or interest in marriage. However, within the next 10 years, and this is really exciting for, okay, so you watching this, if you're a single guy, if you're MGTOW and you're on your own path, if you're you're not married right now, you probably know a lot of good buddies that you know they're good guys, and you know that they're going to have to learn the hard way and go through that. And maybe they're in a bad marriage right now and you just like it sucks and you see that he's not being treated very well. I see that a lot. And there's like nothing you can do, right? Well, here's the cool thing to me is that I think within 10 years, so I think by 2029, because right now, all married women, their single friends are like entitling these married women to like, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't clean. You shouldn't cook for him. He can do that himself. Like they're trying to put their own feminist agenda on married women. So even right now, if you started out with a wife that was like, oh, this is great and all that, and then they get around certain female friends that are like, why would you do that? No, my husband does all this for me, right? So a lot of women, by association, they actually start to treat their men even worse just because of the norm right now. Because right now we're at that like almost all-time low for men of how society looks at us. And so what I think is really cool is that once, like when I said in about 3 or 4 years, we'll have that mass awareness on society and all that. Like, more people will be talking about this. From that whole period on, the talk around now will be, the girlfriends won't be sitting here like, oh yeah, screw him, like you deserve so much better and all that. Like, the women around them will be freaking out. So they will start to change their tone about, like, you have a good guy. Like, yeah, maybe he's not perfect, but you have a good man. Like, trust me, I've been out there. That, to me, is exciting because I know right now it seems like that won't happen, but you guys know women will go crazy without attention from men. And the more men that go their own way, the more women that are single that miss their opportunity because they were dating around and weren't appreciating the men that were really desiring them. They are going to start by word of mouth going, oh my gosh. And those of you right now, if you're married or you know married men, even if they're blue-pilled, like they will command a lot more respect because a man that decides to be married in 10 years, I think it's going to be a lot more of a rare breed. Again, I won't say, I'll never say in that whole period that any man should get married in that period, but I'm more speaking of if you're married right now or your buddies are married right now, and right now it seems like it's just worse and worse, and you just have to watch him slowly have his life, worse and worse because she'll treat him worse and worse. That's kind of the pattern. I'm thinking that as this whole thing is happening, married men are married brothers. I'm hopeful for this, and is that all of those guys, they will be treated and respected better because women will finally realize what they had a really good thing. That the men that were committed and married and they did the old ball and chain thing. My hope is that they will be a lot more respected and that their wives will treat them better because their wives will be terrified that now this guy would leave him and go, I'm going to go my own way. I don't even care if I'm going to get screwed by the courts right now because it's going to be worth it. I think men will take back a lot of the power in the marriages that they're currently in. Again, I'm an optimist and I'm hopeful. But all right, let me know what you guys think. I'm excited to see this play out. So a real quick recap. I think in the next 2 years, it'll get worse and worse and worse. We'll see more of that Gillette crap ads and everyone hating on men and thinking it's cool to hate on men, go feminism, all that crap. Then we're gonna live through the worst we've ever seen it, and then the next couple years after that, mass awareness. More people are going to hear about it. Then through that next 4 to 10 years, men will be treated more like the prize, just an average man. Like the clubs will cover free, hey, Tuesday nights, men come free. Women, you're still going to pay $10. So I think that will happen. Online dating, women will naturally chase men. And then my big hope, my most favorite hope is that those brothers of ours, that they bit the bullet. They walked the plank. They caged themselves up in that zoo called marriage. My hope is that they will get treated better by association because all the women that are not married will start to speak some sense into the women that are married and be like, what are you doing? You have a really good man. You better hope he doesn't leave you because you won't find another man like that treats you like he does. Like, he does this, and that for you. You don't cook clean. They'll be like, you're crazy. You will not keep him. That is my optimistic view of MGTOW and how it will transform society for the better. Let me know what you guys think. Love y'all. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.